Alright, well, Spider-Man No Way Home finally has a trailer. Uh, it's a big achievement. We've been waiting for months. It feels like decades. And it's here in front of us. I'm watching it. You're watching it. We're all watching it. You're going crazy about it. I literally screamed when I saw the notification. I'm really happy it's here. I have some positives, some negatives. But before I get into the negatives, I want to talk about the positives because there's a lot to talk about. It looks like it's taking a darker tone than the last two movies. Like Spider-Man Homecoming was very light and airy. It felt very small scale, and I liked it for that. Far From Home was very comedy driven. It didn't take a lot of things too seriously, which I didn't like. I think it's one of the weaker Spider-Man movies, and I don't like it that much. But what they did with revealing Peter's identity was definitely a game changer, and there's so many ways you can go about it. But I thought they were just gonna play it off as a joke, not even mention it. But it feels like it's gonna take up like a good chunk of the movie. And good job, John Watson. Good job, Disney. Like taking Spider-Man out of his comfort zone and making him face consequences for his actions, because that's such a core part of his character that seems to be neglected in this incarnation. The Doctor Strange stuff seems cool. I really didn't want another hero to be in this movie. And, I mean, if Doctor Strange was in it, it'd be fine, but it seems like he's going to eat up a good amount of the screen time, which I'm not a fan of, but I'll talk about that later. It's going to be Christmas setting. That's fun. There's never been a Spider-Man movie set in Christmas before, which is a huge missed opportunity because Spider-Man in the snow is super cool. Just play Spider-Man Miles Morales and find that out. It's epic. You should watch that. That's really piquing my interest. Really. Zendaya as MJ, she has grown as a character so far. And seeing where she is now, where she kind of resembles the comic MJ and a more standard Mary Jane, even though she's Michelle Jones, very refreshing, very cool. Aunt May seems to actually feel bad for letting Peter continue to be Spider-Man, and hopefully there'll be some sort of answer as to why she was allowing Peter to go on as Spider-Man after Infinity War and Endgame. What else do I like? I like that huge reveal that just happened of Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin from the Raimi movies coming in. That's insane. I didn't think they would actually go through with it. They look great. Like, we didn't see Green Goblin, but I've seen the leak and he looks cool. Jamie Foxx's Electro, he kind of looks like a janitor right now, but I'm sure he's gonna be cool. Sandman is coming back in it. He was there for like half a second. Lizard was there for half a second too from the web films, and seeing that Peter is going to face off against all of them with the other two Spider-Men, I have to say, that's insane. I love it. I love seeing that. I'm really happy to see that, and I'm super excited to see it. And when it happens, I just know it's going to be epic. I just know I'm going to be screaming and crying tears of joy just based off excitement alone, because whoa, it's been years. Yeah, it's really cool to see Spider-Man in this universe go a bit darker from what he usually does, and yeah, those are my positives. And time to get into the negatives. Yeah, as I said earlier, the Doctor Strange influence is a bit much for me. I really don't want it to just, like, consume the movie. Like having Doctor Strange be in it in the first place is not a bad thing, like I said. It's like when you start doing the mirror dimension and the warping and stuff, it's like, okay, now, you had your own time to do that. Let Spider-Man just be Spider-Man and do spider things. But, I guess not. The multiverse stuff is super cool. I'm really happy to see it. It's just, I don't think it has a place in this movie. Like, I don't think they should have done it for the cap-off of this trilogy for this Spider-Man. Not yet, at least. I mean, we already have Spider-Verse, which is like an entire trilogy or franchise, whatever they're doing right now. with the Silk Show and the live action stuff. I don't know what they're doing. But if we're getting more movies in that series, I think it's a huge missed opportunity not to bring in Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire to keep on being Spider-Man in those movies. You can get away with it and just have a 30-minute segment in live action with a live action Miles and the other 3 Spider-Men, and they just do something there. I mean, it get the same point across, and it's probably what they're going to end up doing in the movie anyways. Yeah, they really should just let Tom have his own Sinister Six instead of fighting other villains, because as it goes so far, Spider-Man only has about 2 villains that aren't directly related to Stark, and that's kind of sad. But now he has to deal with the Sinister Six, who are, like, they're technically Spider-Man villains, but they don't have anything to do with this Spider-Man. Does that make any sense? Like, he didn't cause Dr. Octopus to lose his job, or he didn't, like, have any connection to Norman Osborn, and now he has to fight him, and it's gonna be, like, presented as this serious conflict and this deep personal stakes. But I don't think that's what's happening here. I don't think it's gonna be able to be believable, if that's the right word. I think they should have just continued with Mysterio, Vulture, Shocker. You can introduce Kraven, because he's probably a good fit for this movie. Scorpion, and maybe Dr. Octopus on this Earth, if you want to make him like the Spider-Verse one, and just have it be a woman, like one of his teachers or something. That'd be cool too. It adds to people being on the run and hunting for him. Maybe like the spell that Doctor Strange does takes a week to complete, giving us time to play with Spider-Man being hunted down and fighting the Sinister Six, and maybe even taking on different personas, like in the Identity Crisis comic, where he's like Dusk and Prodigy and Hornet and Ricochet. You could use those and sell toys, give us plot purpose. It'd be cool. But no multiverse stuff. In either way, I'm happy. I'm cool with it. Wow. It's shocking that this movie is coming out. It's shocking that Andrew's back. It's shocking that Toby's back. And I'm a happy camper. They didn't show a lot in this trailer. It looks like they're just showing little bits and pieces. But I'm sure after Shang-Chi comes out, that Spider-Man No Way skyrocket. Because this is probably people's most anticipated movie of the year. You're going to see Spider-Man No Way Home on Ziplocs. You're going to see Spider-Man No Way Home on trash cans. You're going to see Spider-Man No Way Home even at your wedding. And I'm really okay with that. So, yeah. In conclusion, I'm very hyped. And you should be too. Because it's probably going to be one of the best MCU movies to come out. Even though it's not exactly the direction I wanted it to go in. So, yeah. I'll be waiting for the next trailer. I'll be waiting for this movie, and I'm going to see it opening night, no matter what. Thank you for watching the video. Tell me what you think about the trailer and the movie in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you next time. See ya.